Right now, I mainly support myself through teaching guitar lessons, but in the past I've done a number of things I've never thought I would do. I worked in a tax office, taught SAT classes for a very long time.
I just basically pieced together a bunch of part-time jobs.
Well, I support myself as an artist, being an artist. I'm also a freelance exhibit designer.
Well, right now I dance with 2 companies, and I also work at an investment firm as my day job. I work there 7:30 to 11:30 every morning, and then I rehearse from 12 to 7.
I support myself a lot of the same ways that independent filmmakers do. I spend a lot of money on my credit cards.
Well, I did as a professional dancer right out of school. I was able to support myself on a salary, but the salary was 35 weeks out of the year. So the other weeks, it was really, honestly, it was unemployment.
It's funny, people ask, well, what's your fee? And I say everything from negative $50 to $5,000.
So I sell my poetry in the subways and on the streets. So I support myself with my art.
I actually do support myself partly as an artist. I sell occasionally if I really get lucky.
I'm very lucky. I support myself from working only at Streb, so I dance there, I teach, and I coordinate the education programming, but I feel that's very rare that you can actually be employed by one arts organization.
From the sale of the photographs in galleries and on the internet.
Most of my art is done through private commissions and through promoting myself as a professional business person.
I have a photo shop. It's a retail shop. I sell cameras. I print artists' work. Everything that I do revolves around art.
I used to have a staff job as an artist, and now I'm doing freelance illustration and fine art painting when I don't have painting work.
I'm a member of a cooperative gallery, and I show my paintings here. I also do some graphic design and website work, and I was also an art teacher for 31 years.
Mostly, I support myself just by teaching the after-school program we have at the Niagara Arts and Cultural Center.
Well, I've been fortunate to have some good sales. I also teach art. I'm retired from a regular type of job in human services, so I get along pretty well.
I do teach art with after-school programs, and colleges sometimes invite me to do special programs. I do art presentations and lectures, from slide presentations to demonstrations. I do sell my art as well in a lot of non-traditional spaces, as well as the traditional gallery and museum environments.
Though I'm not a firm lawyer, I'm a nonprofit lawyer. That can support the work. I do sell my paintings, but I don't put the kind of energy into selling them that I would need to do to live completely off of what I would make from selling paintings.
I recently founded a nonprofit organization, and one of the reasons why I decided to do that is so that I could inspire others to be creative while also being an artist myself.
I don't really support myself as an artist. I do work at the Niagara Arts and Cultural Center as a teacher. I teach computers in an after-school program.
Supporting yourself as an artist, that's a tough one. Our culture here in the United States doesn't necessarily always think well of its artists. I've been self-employed now for over 10 years. I started out as a New York City school teacher, full-time, doing my arts within the school. Now I'm doing more as a freelance.
I've earned money, but I don't think I could be making a living just with my art. Lately, I started doing portrait painting, for which I get paid so that I can actually support the other work that I enjoy making for my own self.
I don't really. I receive a small stipend for what I do, but there have been times in my life when I have, but this is not one of them.
I apply for grants, and I've been very successful in receiving grants.
And so I think that that's very important for me in my livelihood. Unfortunately, it's not enough money, it doesn't pay the bills. So I support myself also as a teaching artist.
The real trick to finding some kind of inner peace or contentment about your work as an artist is to realize that every day of your life continues, so that whether you're tipping or whether you are working as an arts education consultant or whether you're teaching your work, that you have to sort of root yourself in your identity as an artist and continue, so that it doesn't feel like, well, maybe I'm a waiter, not an actor.